Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to NWA'S Wonder. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut a button down shirt or a plaid shirt, as the case may be. And if that's something you're interested in learning, then stick to this video to the end so you get to see everything I do. Right, also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Okay, what I just drew now is my shoulder line, and then I'm going to go ahead to place my vertical measurement all across, which is my midriff, my chest line, and my full length plus 1.5 inches allowance. So the chest line is 9, and I'm going to mark my chalk at 9, and then I'm going to mark my chalk at 15, which is my midriff, and then I'm going to mark the full length of the shirt, which is 27, and I'm going to add 1.5 inches to it. After placing the measurement, the horizontal measurement that is, the next thing I will do is to go ahead and mark this line all across the fabric. So guys, this is the shoulder line, this is the chest line, this is the midriff, and this is the full length. I added 1.5 inch at the bottom for folding, right? And then the next thing to do will be to place my vertical measurement. Now all vertical measurement, that is my chest and my midriff, will be divided by 4, and then I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch plus my sewing allowance. So for the shoulder is always divided by 2. So the shoulder of this shirt is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So I'm going to place 8, and I'm going to add 1/2 inch. After placing the 8, I'm going to add 1/2 inch to my shoulder measurement, and then I'm going to come down by 1 inch so that I get to slant it very well. If you can see, just 1 inch I came down with. And then at the neck point, at that tip, what I'm going to do is to come in by 2 inch, and from that point I'm going to slant the shirt. I'm going to start slanting my shoulder from that 2 inch. Before shooting this video, I actually folded in the tip of my fabric by 1 inch. I actually folded it in by 1 inch, and I want you to do that before starting to cut your plaid shirt. Also, I did a detailed video where I showed you how to cut the perfect neck for a shirt, a perfect neck that will not sag or lag, and I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box of this video. I want you to check that out after watching this video. So like I said, the chest and the midriff are always divided by 4 plus 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to add my sewing allowance. So my chest is 9, I'm going to place 9, and then I'm going to add 1/2 inch for the overlapping at the bottom, and then I'm going to add 1 inch for my sewing allowance. I do not use more than 1 inch actually. And the midriff is 8¾ so I'm going to be adding 8¾ and then I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch for the overlapping at the bottom, and I'm going to add 1 inch for my sewing allowance. The same thing goes at the bottom of the shirt or at the full length. I'm going to be adding the measurement, and then I'm going to be adding 1/2 inch. Actually, the bottom is actually the measurement of the chest for me for this shirt. So after placing that, I'm going to use the ruler to mark it so that you can see the lines clearly. So this is the initial measurement, and the next line is the sewing allowance. The next thing I will do now is to slant or curve my shirt at the bottom, and then I'm done with the front. So you can curve it or you can choose to leave it straight. It all depends on the style of the shirt you are sewing. So let me cut this out quickly. For now, I'm done with the front of the shirt, so I'll just fold it and keep it aside and then get to cut the back. For the back of the shirt, I already folded the fabric into two, and now the next thing will be to place the front on the back of the shirt and cut it out. But please, if you remember what I told you at the beginning of this video, I folded the edge of the shirt inside by 1 inch, so please endeavor to do that. Now what I'm trying to do is to make sure that the front is overlapping on the back by ½ inch. Remember that ½ inch that we added when placing our measurement? Yeah, that is what I'm bringing out at the front, so please take your time and make sure that you bring it out. The reason for bringing out this ½ inch at the front, or for overlapping it on the back, is so that your button gets to sit well and you get to iron it well. Sometimes when you finish sewing a shirt, a plaid shirt, without overlapping it like this, you notice that the back tends to be bigger than the front, and then when you button it and try to sew it, your stitch at the side of your clothes, it's not going to align well. So please take your time and make sure that you are overlapping it like so. Usually for a plaid shirt like this, the back is always longer than the front by 3 to 4 inches, right? It depends on the size of your client and the body build. So the back is always longer by 3 to 4 inches. And after tracing this shoulder out with my scissors, I'm going to drag the front down a bit to make sure that I get that 3½ inch I deserve. So I'm going to drag it down a bit so that the back is going to be longer. So after dragging it down, I'm going to use my tape to measure, and as you can see, it's giving me what I want, that is the 3½ inch. So after overlapping it at the front, like I told you, I just had to cut it out so that the tutorial will be clearer for you. So after that, the first thing I need to do is to overlap my shoulder, the back shoulder, on the front by ½ inch. So I need to fold it like so and use the iron to bring it out correctly. So after that, as you can see, the ghetto line I brought out with the iron. Now after calculating the neck, like I told you, I made a video where you can see how to get the perfect neck measurement, and I advise you check that out so that you get to understand how I got the neck of this shirt. But all in all, after calculating your neck, please do not start your measurement from the ½ inch that you overlapped, right? Start placing your neck measurement from the center line of the back. Disregard the ½ inch that you overlapped at the front. Start placing your measurement from the center line of the back. So the next thing to do after cutting out the neck will be to get the shoulder and the armhole, and we are done with this shirt. So the shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8, so I'm going to go ahead and place it on the shoulder line. The next thing will be to get the armhole, and the formula for getting the armhole is the chest measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. So this chest is 36. 36 divided by 6 is 6. 6 plus 1.5 is 7.5, and that will be the length for my armhole. After that, I'm going to find the midpoint of my armhole, which is 3½, and then I'm going to come in. At that point, I'm going to come in by ½ inch. I hope you can see. And then I'm going to use my pattern master or my armhole curve, whatever curve you have lying around, and then I'm going to use it to curve my armhole, starting from that ½ inch that I came in at the armhole. And then that is that for the armhole. The next thing to do will be to cut it out so you can see. So guys, that is that for that video. And then if you got value and enjoyed this video, then do subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell icon so you get to see when I upload new videos like this one and many more. Also, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any question, suggestion or comment, then do let me know in the comment section below. I always love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. My name is Kosi. Bye.